some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They go to the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
They'll try to run for it. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Nittany Lions will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. On the ground, it's Green. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Can't get him to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Moore will throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Working on the right. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The inside handoff. Fighting off the defender. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Might be changing the route. For 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Can't quite cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And they just keep inching closer to the goal line. Go for it on 4th down, you get it, you're now finding yourself even closer. This is a place where you'd love to be able to just line up, run the football, get north, and score a touchdown.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the running back. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. First play of the period. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college.
The big play. He's got it on the outside. Open spaces. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, tight end. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Arizona looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, it's been one pothole after another. They're trailing by 14 to Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver going in motion. A quick pass on the jet motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
More to the air. Makes the grab over the middle. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On the snap, it's Russell. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Martin. At the 45, on his way. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to keep running.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? The run from the shotgun. Look out, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been doing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a bit.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They boot it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Comes from their own 44. Here's the handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets it out fast. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They'll immediately call timeout. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss.
You know, you toss the ball to the running back to get him away from all the big boys, right? Like, stay away from the beef. Those guys get you on the ground with one meat hook. Do a good job tossing the ball on the perimeter. Goodness gracious. Has to break one tackle, just fighting as hard as he can to try to get positive yards, but too many guys coming after him too quickly.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the direct snap, it's Moore. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Has it back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback may change this route. Moore to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Trying to take it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running back searching for a hole.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Ivy. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Gets it to the back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Moore will throw. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Moore. Sweet spin. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dances away to buy time. Looking down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He'll take another shot here. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Phyllis, how big is the Michigan-Ohio State rivalry? They call it simply the game. And here's the final wrap-up. Michigan came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that.
Touchdown, Penn State! The hidden yardage, the big. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore to the air. Buys a little time. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Quick completion to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Here comes the heat. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Runs through a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? There he goes. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll leave it with him. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. Still on his feet at the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They'll toss it to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
And the Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They stretch this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Caught near the sideline, it's Russell. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Military stun! Military stun!
He might want another play. Moore will throw. Still looking on the move. He's going to take off. Hard running there. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll go to the toss. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
The Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Out of the gun to get him to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the 1st down. Certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Recent years, fellas, Georgia has kind of had the upper hand in its rivalry with Georgia Tech, but this one is always spirited. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Moore to the air. Finds his man. It's Moore. Looking for room at the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fears the pressure. Got him downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Ducks in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Zings it complete to the right. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And he tacks on the extra point. 35 seconds remaining. They'll line up for the onside kick to try to pull this thing out. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.